In the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful. May Allah's peace and blessing be upon our Prophet Muhammad, his family, and all his companions. Brothers and sisters, today we will talk about weeping out of fear of Allah. And it is a great reward. Have you ever wept out of fear of Allah? Have you ever wept out of fear of Allah, shedding tears in acknowledgement of His dignity? Rejoice, for the Quran and true Hadiths bring glad tidings to those who engage in this profound act. Abu Huraira, may Allah be pleased with him, reported, Messenger of Allah said, one who weeps out of fear of Allah will not enter hell till milk returns in the udder, referring here to the near impossibility of such individuals facing the torment of hell. Yes, brothers and sisters, a single tear, coupled with sincere prayers and worship, could potentially free you from the fire. Messenger of Allah said in the Hadith, there are 7 whom Allah will shade in His shade on the day when there is no shade except His shade. A just ruler, a youth who grew up in the worship of Allah, the mighty and majestic, a man whose heart is attached to the mosques, 2 men who love each other for Allah's sake, meeting for that and parting upon that, a man who is called by a woman of beauty and position for illegal intercourse, but he says, I fear Allah. A man who gives in charity and hides it, such that his left hand does not know what his right hand gives in charity. And a man who remembered Allah in private and so his eyes shed tears. This is the great reward of weeping out of fear of Allah. Allah is great. Allah is the most merciful. Can you imagine that in that distressful day of judgment, and because of this drop in the dunya, you will be in the shade of Allah? That is such an indication of its great importance. Back to Hadith, there is an indication here. A person who remembers Allah in solitude. This refers to a person who doesn't seek reputation or praise. Even our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was known to weep silently. A narration by Abdullah bin Masud recounts an instance where the Prophet asked him to recite the Quran, and upon hearing a particular verse, tears flowed from his eyes. Abdullah bin Masud narrated that, the Prophet said to me, recite Quran to me. I said, Ya Rasulallah, shall I recite the Quran to you, while it has been revealed to you? He said, I like to hear it from others. So I recited Surat an-Nisa. But when I recited the verse, so how will it be when we bring from every nation a witness, and we bring you against these people as a witness? He said, enough for now. I looked him, and behold, his eyes were overflowing with tears. So if he didn't look at him, he wouldn't realize that he was weeping. The righteous forefathers often prayed side by side, unaware of the hidden connections each had with Allah. One of them was weeping, and the others knew nothing about him. Hidden relation between them and Allah. Muhammad bin Wais reported, a man who was weeping for 20 years and his wife knew nothing about him. These tears come out of a man who has a secret relation with Allah. We are talking about weeping out of fear of Allah, the tears that flow when you remember Allah, and not those come out of any other reason. Those will not have the same reward. Prophet etc. said, there is nothing more beloved to Allah than 2 drops and 2 traces. A drop shed out of fear of Allah, and a drop of blood shed in Allah's cause. As for the 2 traces, a trace resulting in Allah's cause, and a trace resulting from one of the duties that Allah made obligatory. This is a touching story. I always weep each time I read it. The story of the great companion Ubay ibn Ka'b, the scribe of revelation, that the messenger of Allah said to him, "Indeed, Allah has ordered me to recite the Quran to you." Ubay said, "Did Allah mention me by name to you?" The Prophet said, "Yes." Ubay said, "Has the Lord of the worlds mentioned me?" The Prophet said, "Yes." Then Ubay burst into tears. Narrative by Bukhari. Brother and sisters, you may question which Allah His Almighty ordered Muhammad to recite to Ubay. By some Allah, the disbelievers from the people of the book and the polytheists were not going to desist from disbelief until the clear proof came to them. How couldn't he weep? And the great Lord He knows, loves and mentioned Him, how hopeful and pleasant it is. Like the righteous say, if we are not meant to vanish while remembering Allah and weeping out of His fear, we would do. Indeed, we would die out of loving Allah and fearing from Him. This is He worldly life. Can you imagine the hereafter? Someone asked Atal Sulami, "What would you like?" He said, "I would like to weep until no more tears to be shed." Allah is the great one of the righteous was asked what the worldly paradise said, "Weeping out of fear of Allah." And here is the strange story of Abdullah bin al-Mubarak. Al-Qasim bin Muhammad said that they were traveling with Ibn al-Mubarak. "I was always asking myself, why did that man gain this reputation among people? If he prays, we do. If he fasts, we do. If he sets out to fight in the cause of Allah, we do. If he performs Hajj, we do so." He said and sat to have dinner in a house. The lamp was put out, and someone tried to fix it, and it took a while to search for fuel for it. He came back with the light. I looked at Ibn al-Mubarak's face and found him weeping till his beard get wet. I said to myself, this deep feel of fear is why this man was preferred over us. And just like what the Prophet said about Abu Bakr, he was such a soft-hearted weeping man, very weeping man, may Allah be pleased with him. Imam al-Nawawi said about the righteous forefathers, weeping while reciting the Quran is the sign of the righteous people. Al-Hasan al-Basri said that we were informed that whoever weeps out of fear of Allah will be free from hellfire. He also said that if anyone weeps out of fear of Allah among a group of people, mercy will engulf them, and any good deed weights the scales in the day of resurrection except weeping out of fear of Allah. It was reported that Ka'b al-Abbas said, "I would prefer to weep out of fear of Allah over giving as much as my weight gold." That sadaqah, weeping, is the sign of a soft heart, and your heart will not be soft unless it is free from sins. And Allah His Almighty says, "The believers are only those who, when Allah has mentioned, their hearts become fearful, and when His verses are recited to them, it increases them in faith, and upon their Lord they rely." And also said, "Give good tidings to the humble who, when Allah is mentioned, their hearts are fearful." He also says in Surah Maryam about this characteristic, "Those were the ones upon whom Allah bestowed favor from among the prophets of the descendants of Adam, and of those we carried with Noah, and of the descendants of Abraham and Israel, and of those whom we guided and chose. When the verses of the Most Merciful were recited to them, they fell in prostration and weeping." What makes believer cry, brothers and sister? Do you know why? He remembers his negligence and Allah's mercy and forbearing, then he cries. This is the weeping that comes out of love, shame, and weakness, a combination of feelings that makes the heart vanish and fade. In Surat An-Hashr, had we sent down this Quran upon a mountain, you would have certainly seen it humbled and torn apart in awe of Allah. Brothers and sisters, the act of weeping out of fear of Allah is a profound expression of love, humility, and submission to the Almighty. May our tears serve as a testament to our unwavering devotion and love for the Most Merciful. Reflect on the verses of the Quran that mention the believers, whose hearts become fearful and increase in faith when Allah is mentioned. Let our tears be a source of reflection and a means to draw closer to Allah. Allah is great, and His mercy knows no bounds. May we find solace in His shade on the day of judgment. O Allah, the Almighty, make us among your best servants. O Allah, controller of the hearts, make my heart steadfast on your religion. O Allah, don't divert our hearts after guiding us, and grant us from you a mercy as you are the giver. O Allah, purify our eyes and sight. O Allah, enlighten our insight. O Allah, make us of your close allies and make us among the pure, chosen ones, by being close to you. Sharing an Islamic video may be the best thing you do today. The Prophet, may Allah's peace and blessing be upon him, said, "Whoever guides to something good gets the same reward as the doer of the good." So act upon what you've just learned and share this video so you benefit even when you're in your grave.